I'm Nicole Aaron for University TV, and today we're at Phoenix College. PC graduated 2 Miss Americas, 2 governors, as well as business and community leaders.
Phoenix College is located in none other than Phoenix, Arizona. The campus sits in the heart of the city's historic neighborhood district, just blocks away from arts, cultural, and sports venues.
Phoenix College has a great tradition here in Arizona. It's the very first community college built in the heart of the city, and it really does revolve around the people of the city.
We're right here in the heart of downtown Phoenix with all the tradition and history. It's a beautiful campus. If you walked around, you'll see all the red brick buildings and the mix of desert and formal landscape.
PC serves more than 25,000 students each year, yet class sizes still average about 20 students.
Phoenix is considered a Hispanic-serving institution, accounting for 37% of the student population. Just take a walk around campus and the diversity is apparent. PC students speak more than 50 languages and represent more than 100 countries.
In fact, Phoenix College received the first annual Higher Education Excellence in Diversity Award from Insight into Diversity magazine, the oldest and largest diversity-focused publication in higher education.
Well, the people here, they're extremely nice and welcoming, and it's a great community just to be in.
Well, Phoenix College is a friendly place. I think it's a very supportive place. So if you're trying to find yourself, this is the place to do that. If you are also wanting to create some sort of an expertise in some field and to do some basic studies about it, this is also the place to start.
The college is a recognized leader in the use of innovative approaches to student services with their one-stop enrollment center. The admission process is streamlined to a single location built to optimize the collaborative approach.
We're an open access institution. That means if you are from anywhere and you want to take a class here, you can do that. If you graduate from high school, that's fine. If you haven't graduated from high school, you can still come and take classes. If you want to apply for federal financial aid of any type, you're going to have to make sure you have a high school diploma or a GED. And that's something we can help you with as well.
Students can expect to pay around $2,300 yearly for a full-time course load if they reside in Maricopa County. This does not include books and housing. Out-of-staters will pay $317 per credit hour, or about $9,500 for the academic year. Phoenix College offers over 180 degree and certificate programs, including 3 online degrees. They have nationally recognized programs in the arts and sciences, business and technology, communication and humanities, dental and medical fields, and legal studies.
Why choose Phoenix? The college is a great place to start your college career, making for a smooth transition. Here they provide excellent instruction, low cost, small class sizes, and an outstanding support system all at your disposal. Pretty cool.
Once you've completed your courses, PC's Transfer Center collaborates with students to successfully transfer them to the 4-year institution of their choice. Maricopa Community College has partnerships with more than 40 institutions like Arizona State University, Northern Arizona University, and the University of Arizona.
One of PC's notable programs is the Emergency Medical Technology Program. Students get hands-on experience in the classroom as well as out in the field with the Phoenix Fire Department. I don't know, this isn't looking good. We should probably shock him.
The honors program is an opportunity for some of our brightest students to take some classes here with some of the best faculty in smaller classes, and it's in enriched education. So the work is not harder, they're not doing more work, it's just they're in a smaller class with like-minded students, and the conversation and the work is just richer, it's deeper, it's just a great opportunity, and they can also get some scholarship money for being in the honors program.
Phoenix College has 163 residential and over 550 adjunct faculty who are well qualified and current experts in their field.
They want to see you succeed, they're very nice, and they're also willing to help, and they're great resources. If you need someone to go to, you can go to a professor.
We have a lot of PhDs here on this campus who could be working at four-year universities, but these are people who want
Welcome to Phoenix College Baseball live stream. This is Coach Cameron, the head men's soccer coach, trying to figure out how to call a baseball game. I'm going to give it a shot. If you guys have any suggestions or want to correct me constantly, you can go ahead and message us directly to this live stream. The Bears are currently in first place. As we get ready with Gateway to start the top of the first inning. Number 18, Tristan Schallenberger up to bat. Ball one. Says the Gateway bench is very loud right now. Everyone starts loud until the scores start happening. 1-1. Pitching for the Bears is Daniel Sotelo. He's a lefty. So does that mean Gateway is going to have only right-handed batters up? I saw that in a movie once. First out for the Bears. And I apologize, I'll make sure I switch the camera views as I'm trying to call this game. Up for the Gauchos, number 2, Brandon Stokes. Currently, there's one out, the top of the first inning, full count. An interesting story. Before the game, pop up, 2 outs. Before the game, there was a scout from the Royals, and I was telling him how I know one of the managers at the Royals, Griffel, and then he tried to correct me saying, no, it's Griffel. And I'm like, no, it's Griffel. And so we had a discussion about that, and it turns out I am right. It's Griffel, Pedro Griffel, not Griffal, or however he wants to pronounce it. So I'm right. I should have bet him some money. Coached his daughters in soccer. That's the only thing I know about baseball. I did play it in 8th grade. I hit a couple home runs. If you consider 3 errors as they're trying to throw me out, and I kept running and home run, guess it would be. Two and one. Dylan Vesperman up to bat for the Gauchos. Three and one. Bears are trying to stay on top of the standings. If they can get a victory today. Strike 2. As Dylan started walking to first. Ushered back to face a full count. 2 outs. Hopefully it's the last pitch of this inning, so the Bears can get up to bat. And strike 3, and we're out. And we'll take a brief timeout as we change positions. Still warming up, the Gauchos. Number 20, Logan Martin, top of the mound. Catcher feels like he needs to go talk to him. Up for the Bears, Sebastian Alexander. And stay tuned, in between the innings, I have some TikTok videos to show you that the Bears put together. I believe this is the bottom of the first. And my workers down taking a gate are asking for food. And both of them can fast a little longer. We have another delay. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, pitcher. Oh, so the pitcher has a bracelet that had to be cut off. I don't know if that was a decision by the umpire or the pitcher just didn't want it on. I have no idea. If you know the rules, what are the rules here in the NJCAA or the ACCAC demanding that you can't wear a bracelet when you pitch? Is it distracting? I don't get it. Well, he's doing better without the bracelet. Gets strike one. On Sebastian. Sebastian hits the ball deep to foul territory down the third baseline. I'll try to do better about switching the cameras. Holding the mic with the right hand. Changing the camera with the left hand. Another foul ball. Sebastian staying alive. 0-2 count. One and two. Two and two. Sebastian Alexander, outfielder, 6'1", 180. Not sure how accurate those measurements are, but we're just going to go for it. Out. First out for the the Gekos. I think I might have been saying Gauchos. Wrong college. Up for the Bears, Darren Macias. Two balls, no strikes. Number one, Darren Macias. Trying to get the Bears on a base. There's a first strike. 2-1. There's one out. Excited about showing some TikTok videos of the Bears' success last season, representing the ACCAC Division II at the National Championships. 2-2. 1 out. No one on base. See if I can remember to change the camera view once there's a hit. Darren keeping things alive. Another foul ball. It's 2-2. 1 out. No one on base. It's a blooper into center field. Darren gets the Bears on first base. First. Up to bat. Number 5. Trent Jackson. Strike zone's pretty big right now on the outside corner. Better keep it down or I might get ejected. Apparently, if you say anything to the umpires, you're immediately gone. Gateway checking first to keep Macias on base. Foul tip. Oh, and 2. Bears behind the count. 1 out. 1 on base. Gateway checks. Checks the Bears back at first. Instead of throwing it to his teammate, he hit our player. And why isn't that not a penalty? Like, why can't you advance to second base when the pitcher hits you, checking you back to first? If you're a real good pitcher, I just keep tagging, throwing the ball at the first base runner. Darren Macias, I don't know how many more balls he can take before he is to be sent to the training room. Oh, there you go. Gekos losing control with the last pitch, which the punishment of hitting a Bear at first advances us to second. I think that's what it should have been in the first place. 1 out. 2-2. Bears on second. Still batting Trent Jackson, facing his 6th pitch at this at bat. Of course, I'm guessing because I really don't know. Seems like 6. Ball hit to short. 2 outs. Is that short or second? I don't know. Comment, let me know. Is the outfielder or the infielder in between first and second? Is that the shortstop or is that second? Two outs. We have a Bear on the third base. Up to bat, Jaron Wilcox, who was behind the count right away, swinging at the first pitch. One and one. It's funny. I'm working baseball. I'm doing play-by-play, and I constantly have players from the men's soccer team contacting me nonstop. They need this. They need that. Never in the morning. Always like in the afternoon when when I arrive at work at 5 a.m. and then winding down at 3 o'clock. That's when I get all my messages to deal with stuff. Coach, I need this. I need that. I need you to work baseball games. And the Bears leave one as we enter to the top of the second. 0-0 is the score. And here, as promised, here are the Bears winning on TikTok.
Let's go, baby.
That was a great camera view. That was brought to you by one of the players that put that on Twitter, and I found it and I put it up. Now we're going to take a small break. Up to bat for Gateway is Nomar Basurto. And Tyler Burkett. The player between first and second base is the second baseman. The player between second and third is the shortstop. Thank you, Tyler. I have no clue. I asked this question last time I did broadcast back in the spring. And my memory's not too good. Top of the second inning, 2 strikes, no outs, just a bit outside as Daniel Sotelo still pitching for the Bears, which is a good thing because we're only in the second inning. Phoenix College men's soccer team is playing Toronto FC next Thursday, 10 a.m. kickoff, free admission. Line drive. Hit by Nomar Basurto. Gets on to first base. Up for the Gekos is number 10, Caden Moore. 0 outs. Gekos have 1 man on first. First pitch, first strike. Daniel Sotelo, lefty, going against a lefty as Caden foul balls the ball at the Phoenix College bench. Two strikes, no balls, and the pitch. Now, that pitch was low and away, which was a strike in the previous inning, but not right now. And like I said earlier, the umpires have some crazy rule. Ball hit to first, gets the Bears their first out. Gekos advance a runner to second. But yeah, I guess if you say anything to the pitcher or the umpires, you're ejected immediately. How do you feel about that? I feel great. I thought we had it bad with soccer officials, but that's not the case. Baseball has it worse. You can't say anything. You're ejected right away. But that's okay. I don't see why arguing does anything anyways. First pitch, first strike. Up for the Gekos is number 6, David Romero. And I'm just messing with you, ACCAC umpires. I'm just trying to fill this game with content with my voice, which is probably worthless to use, but for the ones that want to hear it, just listen. And the ones that don't, mute it. Or do you just want to hear the sounds of the game and I'll take off? Which I don't blame you. 2 strikes, 1 out. A runner on second. Ooh. Well, that was head height. Trying to back David Romero off the plate, I guess. Or he just lost control. 2-2, 1 out. Runner on second for the Gekos. Full count, 1 out. Runner on second, and the Gekos have different colors on their uniform. How can you do that? How's that work in AIA? In AIA, if you have different color uniforms of any kind, you can't wear it. They're very particular about that. Gekos now have runners on first and second as number 6, David Romero, advances with a walk. Up for the Gekos is number 28, Marcus Lucas. Strike 1, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Daniel checking the runners on second. Pitch. Strike 2. Head in the count are the Bears. Still a lot of pressure with runners at first and second. Daniel Pure focus on the batter and gets a strikeout. That's 2 outs. Up next for the Gekos is number 13, RJ Molina. Strike 1. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Daniel trying to control this game by dealing with the batter, checking the runs at second. I have no idea what a strike is. Look like a strike for me. But what do I know? Just a soccer guy. One and one, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Daniel with the pitch. And that's a strike. And I thought that was wide. Just a bit wide. But again, I have no idea. 1 and 2, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Sotelo is trying to control things from the mound. Keep this a 0-0 game. Checking the runs at second with the pitch. Foul tip. One and 2 is the count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Pitch low and away, which the strike zone, from my vantage point, is seemed to be called strikes. Two and 2 is the count, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Sotelo strictly focused on the batter and strikes him out. Come watch the Bears play men's soccer, playing on March 3rd. Hoyt Stadium, free admission, 10 a.m. kickoff. Come watch the Bears take on Toronto FC 2, a professional soccer team from Canada. See how they do. And then 2 days later, they're off to Cal State Fullerton, where they'll take on George Kuntz and the Elephants. And then the Bears return back March 22nd, where they take on UW. 7 p.m. kickoff, free admission once again. And then to finish their spring training, they will be heading to UNLV April 23rd. Travel with the Bears. Go to Vegas. Check it out. But more importantly, next week, Thursday, pull your kids out of school day. Just kidding. But yeah, you could do that. Do it for spring baseball out here. Why not for spring soccer? Join the Bears as they take on Toronto FC next week. Give them a proper send-off before they take off to California, take on Cal State Fullerton. Up to bat for the Bears is Michael Riley. Scratch that. Michael Riley's on deck. Up to bat is Dylan. Oh, excuse me, that's Gateway. Jeez Louise. Nick Gore is on deck. And Michael Quinones, I even say that right? Quinones is up to bat. 0-0. Bottom of the second. There's that outside corner that the umpire loves. That's the strike zone according to him. We play the game, we play the game according to whatever the umpires say. Logan Martin still pitching for the Gekos. 1-1 is the count. Line drive. Michael gets onto first with Nick Gore stepping up. To hopefully keep adding to what Michael just did. Add pressure to the Gekos. Big game for Division II baseball here. Bears need this victory to stay in first. If the Gekos win, then I think they will jump up in the standings and overtake the Bears for first place in Division II. 1-1 is the count. No outs. Runner on first. Another pitch that Logan Martin lost control of. Not sure if that's considered an error or not. Do errors only count when a run is scored, or? Either way, Bears advance the runner to second. The pitch, foul tip, brings the count to 2-2. Nick Gore still up to bat. Number 35, Michael Quinones, probably saying his name horrible. But until someone corrects me, that's what his name's going to be. Nick Gore out on strikes. Moves on Dylan Johnson. Up to bat. 1 out. Runner on second. We're advancing runners on out of control pitching. In the dirt, not sure. What's considered an error? Let me know about that. Comment, let me know. One and one, 1 out. Bears have 1 runner on third. Line drive down the first base line. Dylan gets the Bears their first run by moving Michael from third to home. Up for the Bears is number 12, Alan Rosas. Up to bat. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Bear on first. Checks the runner. At least he didn't hit the runner this time. It's nice of him. Dylan taking a 3-step lead off first. Again, that inside corner now. Strike zone. I guess it's according to wherever the umpire is leaning, and he's leaning more to that side of the plate. Shouldn't you be dead center with the plate, or you have to be offset to left or right of the catcher's shoulder? Number 12, Alan Rosas. 1-1, 1 out. 1 runner on first. Pitch. Ball hit deep to right field. Caught. Holding up the runner to first. It's a good swing by Alan. Sammy Serrano, number 2, up for the Bears, who tried to give me a sandwich earlier. I said, why? He said, it tastes gross. I said, I'll pass. That's Sammy for you. I don't know if he's trying to be nice or try to set me up for something horrible. 0-0. No balls, no strikes. 2 outs, 1 runner on first with a fake steal. Safe at first. Maybe I'll just keep camera 1 on. I'll switch better on cameras. Two balls, no strikes. 2 outs. 1 runner on first. Tyler says Mikey's last name is pronounced Quinones. All right, we finally have an error that's listed up. Now, we could only advance the runner to second base, says the umpire. Why is that? That's only worthy of 1 extra run or 1 extra base. What constitutes the umpire's ability to say, you know what? That was a bad throw, and I'm going to allow the base runner to move on to second, but not to third. Why is that? Tyler will answer me. He answers everything. Runner moving. Oh, yep. I believe that's correct. Good call by the umpire. And that moves us on to the top of the third as we pause for this commercial break.
That blends. With a 100-year history, Phoenix College is the flagship of the Maricopa Community College District. It was a simple beginning with only a handful of classes in the early 1920s. We now boast a beautiful historic campus that blends modern and cutting-edge instructional classrooms with the historic feel and green campus reminiscent of the East Coast. Phoenix College thrives in the heart of Central Phoenix and serves the multicultural community of both full-time and part-time students, as well as serving non-traditional populations. Carol Hernandez was nervous on her first day at Phoenix College.
There were older people, there was another mom. I wasn't as nervous.
Watching people expand the knowledge and me giving them that expansion is great.
The student body represents over 100 different countries and students speak over 50 languages. The highly qualified faculty is dedicated to providing students with a life-changing experience. Phoenix College connects students to the workforce by preparing them for professional careers in nursing, dental hygiene, criminal justice, information technology, and many other in-demand fields.
I was transitioning out of the military back into civilian life. I didn't know anyone.
We are back, top of the third. Gekos up to bat. Number 1, Darren Macias. Oh, wrong team. Darren's on our the Bears. That's Daniel Johnson, who's the catcher for the Gekos. And from my vantage point, I can see softball, I think, run-ruled whoever they were playing. Oh, they have a couple more innings, but the Bears are up by, I think, 10. But that's typical for softball, the reigning national champions from 2021. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs as we're on the top of the third. Look at Tyler helping, educating me. 2-1. Only reason the umpire would have held the runner up on a pickoff play is on if the ball went out of play. If it went out of play. Out on first. Up to bat. Number 18. Treston Schallenberger. That sounds like a baseball name. So the Bears are the 2021 Region 1 Division 2 champions. So I showed you that video of them celebrating their victory. One and one out, no runners on any base. Do you know the Bears for baseball? They do every October. They do a Halloween game where they all step up. Out at first. I'm having a hard time switching cameras. My apologies. I'll get better. 2 outs. Up to bat for the Gekos is number 2, Brandon Stokes. Yeah, the Bears, the baseball team does a fun baseball game where they all dress up. Actually, I have a picture of that. There, Bears as region champions. There it is. They all dress up in their characters for Halloween, and they play a Halloween game. Men's and women's soccer did the same, copying the baseball team because it looked fun, and it was fun. 0-2 is a count, 2 outs. Brandon Stokes up for the Gekos, and the pitch just a bit high, but definitely over the strike zone. Hit right to the pitcher. Out, 3 straight. 3 up, 3 out. And we are going to move on to a timeout.
It's Jacqueline Geiger, and I got my associate in arts here at Phoenix College. So it was a single parent household. My dad decided to leave, literally leave to work, never came back. So my mom just had to make ends meet for both my brother and I. And we had moved, left everything in California, moved here to Arizona, and we were homeless. We were living out of motels, but despite our living situation, I remember her dragging us to the local elementary school. She said, "Oh, that says elementary school, let's go enroll you guys." So that just shows how important education was for her. When the ACE program came into my life, both my brother and I were able to finish college, so it was beyond her expectations. I'd say my biggest challenge coming to college, if there was a sentiment of guilt attached, and it doesn't make sense, and it was self-imposed, but okay, I'm going to college, and because of that, I'm not bringing finances home. And there was a time where I considered dropping out, but thankfully there was a scholarship mentor who talked some sense into me.
Bears lead 1-0 on the the bottom of the third. That's number 7, Jace Burkett is up to bat. Pitching for the Gekos is still Logan Martin. First pitch. Straight down the middle, pop fly. Caught by the right fielder. Or is that left fielder? So if I'm looking from where I'm at, that's right field. But if he's looking at us, it's left field. I have no idea. Batting for the Bears is 14, Sebastian Alexander. And yes, I can update the score. I didn't think about doing that. There we go. The Bears up 1-0 on 3 hits. Gekos have no runs on 1 hit and 1 error, but I've seen like 3 errors. What constitutes an error? Tyler, let me know. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check swing, hits the ball, out on first. 2 outs. Up to bat, number 1, Darren Macias. On deck, Trent Jackson. Bears have no one on base. 2 outs. Fields are named looking into the field from the home plate. Perfect. And the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, no one on base. Bears are trying to extend their lead. Coach Kimball out of the coaching area. Why even have 3 balls, no strikes? Here's Coach Kimball. I'll turn it towards him. There he is. He's not even in the designated area, or what do you call that? The pitch. Darren takes the walk as Trent steps up in the batting box. Is that what a batting box? Coach Kimball is now on the other side. He's almost in it. Let's take a look at Kimball. He's kind of in there. Why even spray paint it if we're not going to use it? Strike is finally called after 4 straight balls on the previous at-bat. Checking the run. Darren Macias staying safe, not taking much of a lead off. Trent hits the ball down to right field, moving the runners. Oh, the runners is second. That put the Bears with runners on first and second, 2 outs with number 21, Jaron Wilcox, up to bat, hoping to bring some Bears home to extend their lead. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Jaron Wilcox up to bat. Jaron taking the first strike. Gateway checking the runners, taking a hard look at second, throws the pitch for strike 2. That inside corner is a strike all day with this umpire. Now we know. Not liking the call. One and two outs, runners on first and second. Question, so the manager is telling the catcher typically what pitch they want, and then the pitcher will shake his head and say no, but then the catcher doesn't look at the manager again, asking, hey, he didn't like it, now what? Or why isn't it constantly going back and forth? Strike 3. That will cause a rotation as we head to the top of the 4th as the Gekos go up to bat. And we will check out this play from the 2021 season for the Bears.
Oh, round 2. Round 2. Here, I don't know. Yeah, baby.
How's it going?
Good. Got 2 of us here to watch the game.
It's the benchmark for what student-athlete success is all about here at Phoenix College. It's the Student-Athlete Scholastic Success Program. It's helped our more than 250 student-athletes get a better education and a better chance at a 2-year and 4-year degree. To find out what the SAS program is all about, log on to the Phoenix College Athletics website. That's phoenixcollege.edu/athletics. Put your cursor over the Inside Athletics link and click on the Scholastic Success link. Find out how a little SAS is making a big difference at PC.
Bears up 1-0 over Gateway. Gekos up to bat as we enter the top of the 4th inning. Gekos have 0 runs on 1 hit and 1 error. Bears lead 1-0 on 4 hits, stranding 2 runners in the last inning. Up to bat for the Gekos is number 35, Michael, that's PC, 35, Dylan Versperman. Daniel Sotelo pitching for the Bears. Behind the count. 1 ball, no strikes. No outs, no runners. Getting the first strike on Dylan Vesperman. Taking another strike. The Gekos are behind the count, 1-2. Gekos have Nomar Basurto is on deck for the Gekos. The pitch. Swung at it, hit deep to center field. All the way, hitting the fence, advances for a double. Great hit by Dylan Vesperman. Gekos getting really excited about that hit. It was a nice hit. Now up for the Gekos is number 34, Nomar Basurto. Gekos have 1 Gecko in scoring position, no outs. Taking the first pitch for a ball. Runners on second. Now, strike zone changes. So the umpire switches shoulder to shoulder based on who's batting, which makes sense. But what if he leans goofy, that changes the strike zone. Ball hit. Foul. Two and one on the count. Nomar Basurto is up the bat. Number 10, Kaden Moore on deck. No outs. Runners at second. Checking the runner and the pitch. Little chin music for Nomar, who got out of the way. 3-1. Runners on second. No outs. Checking the run at second. Checking again. And the pitch. Yeah, that was clearly a strike. Full count. It's beautiful weather for the Bears and the Gekos. Out at first as he swung, missed. That's a strange rule in baseball, so if they swing and miss and become strike 3, you can run to first if the catcher doesn't catch it. That's different. Little high, says the umpire. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Gekos have 1 runner in scoring position in second. Checking the run at second. The pitch. 1-1. Sotelo finding his groove. Liking what he has to throw. Foul tip. Gets the Bears ahead of the count. 1-2, 1 out. Runners at second. Caden Moore up to bat. Ty Mead is on deck for the Gauchos. Or excuse me, Gekos. Gekos and Gauchos. Jeez Louise. Either way, I prefer the Bears. 2-2. Sotelo staring down the batter. Accepts the pitch that was given. Checks runner at second. The pitch. Ooh. That was starting inside and had a great, I guess that would be a curveball. Curved in. Gets a second out for the Bears. Runners at second. 2 outs. Sotelo focus. Staring down the Gecko. Strike 1. Bears still in the lead, 1-0 on 4 hits. Gekko started this inning with a double hit to the center field, hitting the fence on 1 bounce, and he's been stuck there ever since. Sotelo, deep breath, pitch. Looked like a strike, but it's not. 1-1. 2 outs, runners at second. Sotelo just focused on the batter, takes a double check to second. The pitch, a little high, 2-1. I need a spot man. Give me info about everyone here. But we're on a JUCO budget, which is okay. We can make this work. The pitch. Foul tip. 2-2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And runners at second. That's 2-2-2-2. It's a lot of 2s. Pitch. Foul tip. Keeping things at 2. Got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Gekos only have 2 hits. Sotelo breathing deeply. Throws it low and inside, making it a full count, ruining the 2-2-2 action we had going. But we could use a 3rd out to complement the 3 balls we have right now. It's full count. Gekos have 1 runner on second. Sotelo checks a runner at second. Winks at him. Throws it. Strikes him out. Gets us out. Sotelo celebrating. which I like. And that is the way the Bears want it. 1-0, Bears lead as we enter the bottom of the fourth. And now let's learn a little bit about the story of the Bumstead.
Legend has it that in 1920, a circus was touring through Phoenix, and one of the Black Bears had a cub. People say a student from Phoenix Junior College adopted the bear cub to become the Phoenix College mascot. The cub, cuddly and cute, yet frisky and mischievous, was led to the athletic field with an escort on each side holding onto the leather collar. The bear cub delighted the crowds with his vibrant spirit and playful ways. He was a living example of school spirit. He seemed to know when the going was rough and would stand up on his haunches and bellow, his way of cheering PC teams on to victory. Mother Nature took its course, and the next year the cuddly cub was huge, and the escorts could barely contain him. Phoenix College students stubbornly held on to their living mascot until one day the growing bear got a little too rambunctious during a parade. PC students decided it was best to let the bear be adopted by a zoo in Apache Junction. PC students searched for another way to embody the mascot. Bear number 2 was a plaster statue borrowed from the Igloo Ice Cream Parlor across the street from Phoenix Union High School in 1925. In 1931, a student...
Bottom of the fourth, Bears lead 1-0 on 4 hits. Up to bat, number 35, Michael. Someone help me phonetically here. Quinones? Quinones. Thank you, Tyler Burkett. One strike. One and one. Got a text message. So the Bears, the men's soccer team, is playing Toronto FC 2 next Thursday. And I just got a text. They want to change the time already. Sounds fun. Ball hit to the shortstop. Out at first. One out. Up to bat for the Bears is Nick Gore. So yeah, they're trying to. I just got a message about changing the time frame, which is always fun because now I have to let the referee assigner know and all that, and it's going to goof everything out because everyone's trying to get their kids out of school that day. The pitch, foul tip. Oh, great catch by the right fielder. Nick Gore slams the ball, line drive to the right fielder. Great catch for the Gekos. Should focus on baseball instead of worrying about my game change that's going to happen for next Thursday. So I'll figure that out and update it. I was expecting that because that's just how it works. I guess when you're flying in from Canada, things go goofy, and I guess that some flights are not going their way, so they don't have all their players, so they're going to have to adjust the time to a little bit later that morning, which doesn't help me because I need recovery because we're going to head to Fullerton 2 days later. The pitch. Casey Wayne up to bat, behind the counter already. 0-1, 2 outs. Strike 2. Sammy getting the foul tip. Collecting the ball to see if it's worthy enough to go back to the umpire, or is it too scuffed? How many baseballs do these teams go through? That's a bit high. 1-2 is the count. 2 outs. No one on base. Question to the listener. Or listeners. Comment. Let me know how many baseballs do they go through in a game and that can never be used again. Is there any way to get these balls to be used again. How much do these baseballs cost? You throw the ball in the dirt enough, you can't use it again ever? Use it for practice, I guess. The pitch. Two and two, 2 outs. Bears up 1-0 on 4 hits. Gekos have 2 hits on 1 error, which I thought was like 3 errors, but I don't know what constitutes an error. Full count. Casey Wayne still trying to find a way to get to first, or I prefer a home run. Jack that thing over to 15th Avenue, or Flower if you can hit that far. Takes a walk, good eye by Casey. Up to bat, number 12 for the Bears, Alan Rosas. Am I saying that right? Bears have runners on first. And the coaches are almost in their designated area. What do you call those areas where the coaches are supposed to be at first and third? Neither of them use it. They're near it. What's the rule? Anyone know? Great hit. The left fielder catches it easily, making the rotation. 1-0, the Bears lead as we enter to the top of the 5th. Gekos up to bat, number 28, Marcus Lucas. Sotelo still on the mound as the Bears are trying to fend off a 1-0 lead. Strike one. First strike of the 5th inning. And I could hear from here the Bears of softball hit a home run, extending their lead to, I think, 17. I have no idea who they're playing. I probably should look that up. But I'm here with the Bears baseball team as the count is 1-2, no outs. Bears are trying to stay on top of the table in the ACCAC, which is always good to look at. Strike three. Yeah, the Bears top. 4-0 record in conference play. Number 13, RJ Molina takes his first strike. 0-1's a count. On 1 out, no one on base. Top of the 5th. Strike two. stepping out of the batter's box to regroup himself, shakes his head like, that's not me. The pitch. Line drive, hit to center field, drops in. Going for two, maybe not. Great hit by RJ Molina. Up to bat for the Gekos is number 1, Daniel Johnson. 1 out, runner at first. On this beautiful day in Phoenix, Arizona. It's 52 degrees, beautiful. So the Bears of softball won. They're already doing their cool down. I think the final score was 25-0. I'm guessing, that's what I see from here. It could be wrong, but wouldn't it be a shocker? Heinz Mueller always has the women's softball team top of the national standings. Line drive, hit to center field, once again caught, holding the runner up to first. Great throw by Sebastian Alexander. 2 outs. Checking the run at first. Throws the ball to number 18, Tristan Schallenberger, who has the longest name on both rosters. Sotelo checking the run at first. Throws a strike. Evening the count, 1-1, 2 outs, 1 runner on first. Sotelo, a lefty, checks runner at first. Again, checks a runner. And the pitch, foul tip, as the Gekos try to send their runner as he tries to steal to second. Held up. Sotelo is asking for the ball to be checked. Switching the balls out. Going back to my question. One of my many questions. Technically, the coach is supposed to stay inside it, but no umpire even enforces it. Well, I say umpires enforce it, or let's stop wasting the paint. Sorry about that. I had to change the batteries on the main camera, which controls the mic. But we will now transition to the bottom of the 5th inning as I am going to take a break. I have to hit the bathroom. Be back in 2-2. Sammy Serrano gets a base hit. No outs. Number 14, Sebastian Alexander, up to bat. Sammy taking a short lead off first. Checked the pitch. Pop fly. Easy out for the right fielder. Holding the Bears to first. 1 out. Up to bat for the Bears, Darren Macias. Checking the run at first. Got a stare down here. Resetting everything. All right. What's a balk? Is that when they step off the plate at the mound before the umpire pauses things? All right, see if we can get a pitch here. Safe at first. Sammy had to get quickly back to first as the catcher tries to nail him. The stare down, the check at first. Pointless throw. It's a two-step. Advancement on first. There's no lead there. Throw the ball. Checking. Really doesn't like Bears on first. 1-1, 1 out. Runner on first. I think Sammy Serrano offered the pitcher of Gateway some of the sandwich he tried to offer me earlier. Short hit. Throw to first, safe. Bears have runners on first and second with Trent Jackson up to bat. Bears are trying to extend their lead as they lead 1-0 on 6 hits. Gekos have 3 hits on 1 error. I saw 2 other errors. I don't know what's an error other than a mistake. Or does an error have to be an error only counts when a runner is scored? Ball 1. No strikes, 1 out. Runners are first and second. Checking the run at second. The Gekos are, and the pitch. Line drive down the third base, gets over the right fielder. Runners are coming around. We got 2 runners in. Darren Macias almost caught Sammy Serrano, which I won't let Sammy know. He needs to pick it up because he almost got lapped by Darren, who's apparently super fast. So the Bears are now up 3-0. Gekos are going to have a conversation. What do they do? Let's take a look at the standings. Bears are in first, 4-0. The only undefeated team in the ACCAC. Gateway is 4-2 in their first 6 games. This is an important game. The Bears can get this victory as they currently lead. They'll be 5-0 in conference play. That would send the Gekos down to 4-3. This could be a big win for the Bears to continue to stay on top of the tables. It's always good to see the Bears. Softball's in first place. Women's soccer was in first place. Men's soccer won the region championship. That's good enough for us, so we'll take that. And volleyball, I think we hired a new coach. I don't know if it's been announced yet, but volleyball's had 3 coaches in the last couple of years. I was a volleyball coach for 3 months. I signed a player. I'm an athletic specialist. So the Gekos are switching the pitcher, bringing on if I can see the number, that is, looks like 41, and I don't have a 41 on the roster. I'm not going to the internet to figure it out. We'll just assume it's a pitcher. 40, Frankie Golko? I hope that's him. If not, I apologize. I just grabbed it from your website. We'll take a pause as we're warming up our pitcher and watch the Bears win.
Let's go, baby.
And the Bears did win. We were talking about this earlier, the Halloween game that the Bears do every October, where all the best baseball players dress up in their Halloween outfits and play a little baseball. Men's and women's soccer did it as well. Had a blast. Copied it from baseball. It was fun. All right. Here we go. Up to bat, number 21, Jaron Wilcox. Bears have runners on second because of Trent's double. 1 out. Bears lead 3-0 on 7 hits. The Gekos haven't got a run yet on 3 hits, 1 error. First pitch up for the Gekos is a strike. Bears hoping to get another run to extend their lead to 4 and extend their unbeaten streak in conference play, being the only undefeated team in the ACCAC in baseball. 1-1. Bears have runner at second. And the coaches still refuse to stand in the coaching area. Good for them until the umpires call it. I think it's really about their safety, I would imagine. So if they get hit by a ball, will workman's comp cover it since they weren't in the technical area? Foul ball. 1-2. 1 out. Bears have runner at second. Come support the Bears next Thursday as the men's soccer team takes on Toronto FC. It was supposed to be at 10 a.m., but now they're trying to change the time frame, which is awesome. So be it. We'll figure it out. I'll update our schedule. 2 and 2, 1 out. Trent on second. Coaches still out of the coaching area. Foul ball. 2 and 2. Jaron Wilcox trying to find a way to extend the lead to 4. Softball finished their game quickly. Their game was at 1 o'clock. They're already in the stands supporting baseball. Strike 3. Up to bat, number 35, Michael Quinones. I said that wrong, I'm sure. I have to go back to the phonetic spelling from Tyler. Quinones up to bat. Bears have a runner at second. 2 outs. Just a bit outside. This is probably the last inning. I'll be commentating because I have to release some of my student athletes that are doing the gate. Which some of you guys are going to be very excited about. You don't need to hear me. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. There's that outside corner. Strike zone is quite large some of the time. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bears lead 3-0. 7 on 7 hits. Get 2 runs this inning. Bears get the walk. We now have runners at first and second with number 25, Nick Gore, up to try to get some more runs home to extend this lead of 3. Checking the run at second. Stare down the pitch. Strike 1 on my last inning being called. But we'll leave the live stream up, obviously. And thank you for joining us. We're very excited about getting an SID We missed Jim Howell. Ball hit to the second base. He bobbles it for an error. Uh-oh. We got the runner stuck at third. We got a pickle play here. And he gets home. Another error. Bears are now up 4-0. Sorry you guys missed some of that. I didn't switch camera views. But there's 2 errors on that play, in my opinion. All right, they at least did 1 error. Bears came home. The second baseman, when he bobbled it, couldn't throw it to first and tried to catch our runner as he's rounding around third, held him up, got a pickle play that didn't work out. And the Bear, oh, another hit. Deep, deep. 1 bouncer to the right fielder. Hits a fence line. 2 runners come in. The Bears are now extending this lead to 6 on 8 hits. The Bears are up 6-0, trying to stay at top of the table of the ACCAC. Bears still have a runner at second. Getting 5 runs this inning. Number 12, Alan Rosas, is up to bat. Casey Wayne is at second. The coaches refuse to be in the coaching area. Pop fly, 3 outfielders going for it. Second baseman dives for the ball, doesn't get it. A double is recorded. Another run home, RBI given as Casey Wayne started from second base, gets all the way to home, and the Bears are now up 7-0. The Bears have 6 runs in this inning. They have 9 hits total, 7 runs put on. I don't know what an error is, but there's a lot of them, and there's only recorded on the scoreboard 2. I've count 6 according to my count. Batting for the Bears is number 2, Sammy Serrano, who offered me a sandwich earlier today. I said no. First I said, why? He said, it's gross. So I don't know why you want to give it to me. Strike 3 on a pitch that seemed way out wide. And that closes it out. The Bears, after 5, are leading 7-0 with 6 runs batted in the bottom of the 5th. As we enter to the top of the 6th, Gekos return to bat as the Bears try to stay undefeated in conference play. I'm back for more punishment. The Bears still up 7-0 on 10 hits. It's the bottom of the 6th. Trent Jackson up to bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I disappeared for a little bit. I had to close out the gate so the student athletes could go home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No runners anywhere. No way. Coach Kimball is in his coaching area. What? He's now out. Checking his glasses on this beautiful day. 52 degrees, I'm guessing. Overcast. Grass is beautiful at Phoenix. Full count. The Bears took care of business in the bottom of the 5th, getting 6 runs. 5 of those runs came when they had 2 outs. Several errors happened. Only 1 error recorded. I don't know how they do that. Maybe they'll adjust it next time. Foul tip. Full count still. Trent Jackson with a killer hair. Business in the front. You know what I'm saying? Staring at the pitcher. The pitcher stares back. No one to check because no one's on base. Long stare down the pitch. Trent down, swinging. And that's a rotation on the side. We are now heading to the top of the 7th as the Gekos get ready to try to overcome their 7-run deficit. As we pause and watch the Bears win the Region 2 championship on a base hit. That was fun. Pitching for the Bears, number 20, Owen Stanaker. Did I say that right? So the question of the day, comment. Let me know what is the issue of having coaching boxes spray painted every game. Thousands of dollars are being spent on spray painting coaching boxes throughout the country, and umpires don't enforce it. What do we have them for? Just let them go wherever they want. Or just put like a dot. They have to be somewhere close. All right, here we go. Top of the 7th. Gekos up to bat, number 28. Marcus Lucas. First pitch that's been a strike all day until now is a ball. 1-0 is the count, no outs, no one on base. Owen Stanaker. Oh no, it's Stalnaker. Or Stalnaker. Two and one. I was saying last inning that how important it is to have a SID. We used to have a Jim Howell, the voice of the Bears, an alumni, who was taken from us from Grand Canyon University. Congrats to them as we lost the great Jim Howell. We miss him. We're supposed to go lunch someday. I'm buying Jim Howell, as he is Beacon for the Antelopes. He's a bear at heart, though. 3-2, full count, no outs. Gekos are trying to overcome a 7-run deficit. Strike or foul tip, full count. The Bears, top of the table. As you can see there, Bears in first. It's always good to see. The pitch, just wide. Gekos take first. Number 13, RJ Molina, up to bat. Last time RJ was up, he had a line drive, single, or maybe it was a double. Ball one. Gekos have one runner at first. No outs. They need a big inning of runs to catch up with the Bears as they lead 7-0 on 10 hits. Strike one. 1-1 is the count. Owen checks a runner at first who has a 2-step lead. Pop fly straight to our shortstop, and third base are deciding who's going to take it. Shortstop takes the first out, holding the runner to first base. Up for the Gekos, number 1, Daniel Johnson. And number 18, Tresson Schellenberger, is on deck. Strike one. 0-1 is the count, 1 out. 1 runner on first. Owen with the pitch. Tucking it inside. 1-1 is the count. The Bears have no errors. Gekos have 2. I believe it to be at least 6. But definitely more than 2. The runner's going as they swing at it. Play to first. Out. It's 2 outs. Runner on second. As we're at the top of the 7th inning. Owen on the mound for the Bears. Takes a deep breath. Is a runner at second. Checks a runner at second, and the pitch. Swing to center field, which will complete this inning. Well, bring us to the bottom of the 7th as the Bears are up to bat again, trying to extend their lead from 7 to many more. We'll take this break and be right back with you. Welcome back to the Bears Network, we'll call it. The Bears lead the Gekos 7-0. Majority of the runs came in the 5th inning with 6 runs. They had 1 run in the 2nd. They have 10 hits overall. Gekos have 4 hits on 2 errors. I believe it to be more, but I don't know what constitutes an error. Up to bat is number 21, Jaron Wilcox. The first pitch he sees, he hits it deep, deep, just past the right fielder, who runs into the fence. Timeout is called. Jaron hit that one hit the warning track. Pitch running for Jaron is number 6, Kyle Casados. Bears started off this inning with a double. Up to bat, 35, Michael Quinones. Things aren't looking good for the Gekos, as the Bears are just looking to extend their lead with the scoring tie rate of runs in the 5th, looking to do the same in the 7th. Three balls, no strikes, no outs, runner at second. The Bears are just feeling it right now in this beautiful, beautiful afternoon in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm not trying to sell people to move here. We're good. We have enough people living in Phoenix, Arizona, the 5th largest city in the country, I believe. We don't need any more. My commute is anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. And I don't need California traffic coming our way. The pitch. Ball 4. We have runners on first and second, as Nick Gore, sophomore, is coming up to bring our runners home. That's 11th hit of this game. Oh, that was a walk. We've had 11 hits, though. Checking the run at second. Pitch is inside for ball 1. 5th straight ball thrown by the Gekos. Runners at first and second, as Kyle takes a significant lead. Strike. 1-1 is the count. No outs. Runners at first and second. Gekos just want to stop the bleeding. Find a way out of this game. Two and one. It's 5:14. Sun is setting, but we're gaining 2 minutes a day. Good pitch by the Gekos, making it 2-2. I say swing away. Hit it anywhere. Let's move the runners. I know nothing. Hits a ball through. Coming. Oh, held up at third. I said, should have just came home, says Coach Cameron. We got runners on first, second, and third. Casey Wayne up to bat with the potential of a grand slam. Let's check this out. Bases loaded. Casey Wayne has an opportunity of a lifetime to bring us all home. He swings at it like he wants it. Foul tips it into his foot, I think. Steps in the batter box. Once again to give it a shot. Gekos checking nothing. Just focusing on the batter at hand. Hits a line drive through the middle, bringing home one, if not two. The center field drops it. Got runners going all over the place. Safe at second. Brings on 2 more runs, extending this lead to 9. There's a little confusion on the base running, but the Bears didn't suffer any of it, bringing home 2 runs. Nick Gore got all the way to third as one of the Bear runners decided to go back, then decided to go home. Sent Nick Gore back to second, where he had to slide and get to second safely as he avoided the tag. 9-0, no outs. Runners on first and second. Ball 1. Up for the Bears is number 12, Alan Rosas. Hits it deep, deep back to the warning track, and it's gone. Alan Rosas brings home 2 more, including himself, gives him 3. The Bears now have 12, ending the game. 12 runs after 7 going into the 8th, ends this game. The Bears win, Bears staying first. Let's look at those standings real quick. As the Bears celebrate, the Bears, the 5th game in conference play, 5-0. A perfect winning percentage in conference play, are now in the lead, and not only in Division II, but all teams. And we should enjoy that as the coaches or managers shake one another's hands. Great sportsmanship as the Bears are now 5-0, undefeated. Win this game 12-0 over Gateway. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys Saturday is our next home game.
I'm Nicole Aaron for University TV, and today we're at Phoenix College. PC graduated 2 Miss Americas, 2 governors, as well as business and community leaders.
Phoenix College is located in none other than Phoenix, Arizona. The campus sits in the heart of the city's historic neighborhood district, just blocks away from arts, cultural, and sports venues.
Phoenix College has a great tradition here in Arizona. It's the very first community college built in the heart of the city, and it really does revolve around the people of the city.
We're right here in the heart of downtown Phoenix with all the tradition and history. It's a beautiful campus. If you walked around, you'll see all the red brick buildings and the mix of desert and formal landscape.
PC serves more than 25,000 students each year, yet class sizes still average about 20 students.
Phoenix is considered a Hispanic-serving institution, accounting for 37% of the student population. Just take a walk around campus and the diversity is apparent. PC students speak more than 50 languages and represent more than 100 countries.
In fact, Phoenix College received the first annual Higher Education Excellence in Diversity Award from Insight into Diversity magazine, the oldest and largest diversity-focused publication in higher education.
Well, the people here, they're extremely nice and welcoming, and it's a great community just to be in.
Well, Phoenix College is a friendly place. I think it's a very supportive place. So if you're trying to find yourself, this is the place to do that. If you are also wanting to create some sort of an expertise in some field and to do some basic studies about it, this is also the place to start.
The college is a recognized leader in the use of innovative approaches to student services with their one-stop enrollment center. The admission process is streamlined to a single location built to optimize the collaborative approach.
We're an open access institution. That means if you are from anywhere and you want to take a class here, you can do that. If you graduate, fine. If you haven't graduated from high school, you can still come and take classes. If you want to apply for federal financial aid of any type, you're going to have to make sure you have a high school diploma or a GED. And that's something we can help you with as well.
Students can expect to pay around $2,300 yearly for a full-time course load if they reside in Maricopa County. This does not include books and housing. Out-of-staters will pay $317 per credit hour, or about $9,500 for the academic year. Phoenix College offers over 180 degree and certificate programs, including 3 online degrees. They have nationally recognized programs in the arts and sciences, business and technology, communication and humanities, dental and medical fields, and legal studies.
Why choose Phoenix? The college is a great place to start your college career, making for a smooth transition. Here they provide excellent instruction, low cost, small class sizes, and an outstanding support system all at your disposal. Pretty cool.
Once you've completed your courses, PC's Transfer Center collaborates with students to successfully transfer them to the 4-year institution of their choice. Maricopa Community College has partnerships with more than 40 institutions like Arizona State University, Northern Arizona University, and the University of Arizona.
One of PC's notable programs is the Emergency Medical Technology program. Students get hands-on experience in the classroom as well as out in the field with the Phoenix Fire Department. I don't know, this isn't looking good. We should probably shock him.
The honors program is an opportunity for some of our brightest students to take some classes here with some of the best faculty in smaller classes, and it's in enriched education. So the work is not harder, they're not doing more work, it's just they're in a smaller class with like-minded students, and the conversation and the work is just richer, it's deeper, it's just a great opportunity, and they can also get some scholarship money for being in the honors program.
Phoenix College has 163 residential and over 550 adjunct faculty who are well qualified and current experts in their field.
They want to see you succeed, they're very nice, and they're also willing to help. And they're great resources. If you need someone to go to, you can go to a professor.
We have a lot of PhDs here on this campus who could be working at 4-year universities, but these are people who want to teach. All of my colleagues here, we are really passionate about what we do in the classroom, reaching out to the students, interacting with the students, guiding students, inspiring students, and that's why they're here, because they like that interaction with other people.
The Bears are members of the NJCAA and have 8 competitive sports teams, including football, soccer, and volleyball. The women's softball team has 8 Division II championships under their belt, all since 2000. Way to knock it out of the park, ladies.
We've got quite a few clubs and different ways to get involved, as far as everything from a student ambassador to someone who's going to work and help as a tutor, to someone who wants to join the Mecha Club or the Native American Club. We've got everything that anybody could really want to jump into and try. And there's just a lot of informal ways of just hanging out, getting to know new people, going to events.
We have Bear Day, which is our mascot's birthday. We celebrate that every year.
The bear comes out every now and then, free hugs, so can't complain about that.
His name is Bumstead, so it's called Bumstead's Day. We have a huge celebration, so we have a lot of games, we have a lot of the clubs to get involved, and it's for the students. Everything's free. We have cake, we have shirts, and it's just for the students to have some fun between their classes.
PC has a tradition of commitment to meeting the educational and workforce training needs of the city and nation. Both PC and Maricopa Community Colleges are the largest providers of education and job training in Arizona and recognized leaders in the greater Phoenix area for regional workforce development initiatives.
Thanks for joining us on our tour of Phoenix College. I'm Nicole Aaron for University TV. We'll catch you later.